The American job market is collapsing in slow motion, and most people won't realize it until their own position disappears.
Breaking news just moments ago, a fresh look at the U.S. economy. Long-awaited data on the labor market showing that the unemployment rate rose to a 4-year high last month. And while the economy did add jobs in November, data shows that there have been job losses in 3 of the last 6 months. Right now, 7.8 million Americans are out of work.
Right now, as you're watching this video, 627 tech workers are losing their jobs every single day to artificial intelligence. Not next year, not eventually, today.
Because the positions that are at most risk are going to be positions that involve a lot of repeatable actions, data entry, data analysis, anything that requires you to sort through all sorts of documents at scale. That's something that AI can do really easily.
And the worst part? The companies firing them are simultaneously posting record profits. The numbers tell a story that corporate America doesn't want you to hear. The unemployment rate just hit 4.6% in November 2025, the highest level since September 2021. That translates to 7.8 million Americans actively searching for work that increasingly doesn't exist. But here's the kicker. These aren't failing companies desperately cutting costs. These are titans of industry reporting their best financial quarters in decades while systematically eliminating human workers. Microsoft announced over 15,000 job cuts in 2025, while simultaneously reporting $70 billion $100 million in revenue, a 13% increase from the previous year. Think about that paradox for a moment. The company is making more money than ever before, yet thousands of people who helped build that success are being shown the door. Why? Because CEO Satya Nadella revealed that AI tools like GitHub Copilot now write 30% of the company's new code. When machines can do your job for pennies on the dollar, your salary becomes an unnecessary expense. This isn't just a tech industry problem anymore. The contamination has spread to every sector of the economy. In the first 6 months of 2025 alone, 77,999 tech jobs were directly attributed to AI displacement. That's 427 people every single day watching their careers evaporate because an algorithm can do their work faster and cheaper. IBM laid off 8,000 employees from its HR department and replaced them with an AI chatbot called Ask HR. Let that sink in. Human resources, the department literally designed to manage humans, doesn't need humans anymore. The chatbot handles 11.5 million interactions annually with minimal human oversight. Why would any company continue paying salaries and benefits when software can answer employee questions 24/7 without taking sick days or demanding raises? The consulting giant Accenture eliminated over 11,000 positions in just 3 months as part of an $865 million restructuring program. Meanwhile, they're training 70,000 remaining employees in artificial intelligence. The message is clear. Adapt to the AI future or get replaced by it. There's no middle ground. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy didn't mince words in an internal memo. As we roll out more generative AI and agents, it should change the way our work is done. We will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today. Translation: your job is temporary, but AI is permanent. The company just announced 14,000 corporate job eliminations, with more cuts expected in 2026. But the crisis goes deeper than raw employment numbers. We're witnessing the systematic destruction of the entry-level job market, the traditional pathway that has allowed generations of Americans to build careers and financial security. According to recent research, 61% of positions labeled as entry-level now require 2 to 3 years of prior experience. Read that again. Entry-level jobs now require experience. It's an impossible paradox that's locking an entire generation out of the workforce. LinkedIn reported a 30% increase in remote job postings requiring 5 to 7 years of experience. That's experience fewer and fewer workers can acquire because initial opportunities have vanished. When you eliminate the bottom rungs of the career ladder, you don't just hurt recent graduates. You create a bottleneck that will strangle the entire talent pipeline for decades. The class of 2025 faces the worst hiring rate in the past 15 years, with an 18% drop in internship offers and entry-level programs. According to career platform Handshake, entry-level job postings have declined 15% year-over-year, while employers referencing AI in job descriptions have surged by 400% over the past 2 years. Companies aren't looking for humans to train anymore. They're looking for people who can operate alongside machines, or they're just deploying the machines and cutting out the human entirely. The unemployment rate for recent college graduates has climbed to an estimated 6% in the 12 months leading up to May, significantly higher than the national average. Nearly half of Gen Z job seekers in the United States believe artificial intelligence has made their degrees less valuable. They borrowed tens of thousands of dollars for an education that prepared them for jobs that no longer exist. The World Economic Forum projects that 92 million jobs will be displaced by AI by 2030. Yes, they also predict 170 million new roles will be created in areas like green technology, digital infrastructure, and AI development. But there's a catastrophic timing mismatch. The jobs disappearing today don't match the skills of current workers, and the emerging opportunities require advanced training that most people can't afford. McKinsey estimates that between 12 and 14% of American workers will need to change occupations entirely by 2030. That's a structural transition that in previous historical periods would have taken generations. We're attempting to accomplish it in less than a decade, while simultaneously making education and retraining prohibitively expensive. The average 2025 graduate leaves school with $39,000 in student loan debt, according to the Federal Reserve. How exactly are these debt-burdened workers supposed to afford the retraining they need to stay employed? Meanwhile, the cost of living continues to skyrocket. The National Association of Realtors reports that 79% of workers cannot afford a home at the current median price. Rent consumes between 35 and 50% of average income in large metropolitan areas, far exceeding the historically recommended standard of 30%. Even workers with stable employment are watching the middle class evaporate beneath their feet. The response to this crisis has been predictable: more jobs. Not better jobs, just more jobs. The number of Americans working multiple jobs reached 8.4 million in 2025, the highest level in 2 decades. The average work week has extended to 46.7 hours in service sectors, with real wages that haven't increased since 2019. People are working harder than ever, juggling multiple part-time positions without benefits or security, just to maintain the same standard of living their parents achieved with a single full-time job. The hiring process itself has become a dystopian nightmare. Job postings have declined by 15%, while the number of applications has increased by 30%. According to studies by Harvard Business Review, filtering algorithms automate between 75 and 90% of the initial selection process, eliminating applications before a human ever reviews them. The common experience is applying to hundreds of jobs and receiving 0 responses, even with college degrees, certifications, and prior experience. The gig economy has exploded to fill the gap left by disappearing traditional employment. In 2025, approximately 39% of US workers earned income at least partially through independent platforms. But these aren't real jobs with stability and benefits. They're survival mechanisms. Gig work lacks health insurance, retirement contributions, paid time off, and long-term security. It's a mirage of employment that allows companies to access labor without the responsibilities of actually employing people. At the same time, stock markets are hitting record highs. The Dow Jones surpassed 47,000 points for the first time in history. S&P companies reported profit margins of 13% in the third quarter of 2025, one of the highest levels recorded in decades. Wall Street is celebrating what economists call a jobless boom. where companies increase profits not through traditional expansion and hiring, but through payroll reduction and automation. This is the uncomfortable truth about our economic moment. Corporate success and worker prosperity have completely decoupled. Companies can thrive while workers suffer. They can post record earnings while systematically eliminating the jobs that built those earnings. And they can do it all while blaming AI, as if artificial intelligence appeared overnight like a natural disaster rather than a strategic business decision. Some companies are being honest about what's happening. Klarna CEO Sebastian Siemiatkowski said in May that the company shrank its headcount by about 40%, in part because of AI. Duolingo announced in April it would stop using contractors for work that AI can handle. Salesforce laid off 4,000 customer support roles in September, stating that AI can do 50% of the work. But many others are what experts call AI washing their layoffs, using the technology as a convenient scapegoat for old-fashioned cost-cutting and business fumbles. When you hear a CEO blame AI for workforce reductions, ask yourself, is this really about technological inevitability? Or is it about maximizing profits by paying machines instead of people? The labor market that once offered stability and upward mobility has fundamentally changed. The traditional career path of starting in an entry-level position, gaining experience and advancing to management has been disrupted. Mid-career professionals face unusual stagnation as companies choose to hire external experts rather than promote internal talent. Young workers can't get their foot in the door. Experienced workers can't move up. And everyone is competing for a shrinking pool of stable, well-paying jobs. This isn't a temporary disruption. This is a structural transformation of how our economy functions. The question isn't whether AI will affect your job. The question is when and whether you'll be ready when it happens. The data is screaming a warning that most people don't want to hear. The employment crisis is already here. It's not coming, it arrived. And unless something changes dramatically in how we think about work, compensation, and the social contract between employers and workers, millions more will join the ranks of those who discovered their labor is no longer valued in an economy optimized for algorithms and profit margins. The American dream promised that hard work would lead to prosperity. But what happens when hard work becomes optional? When machines can outperform humans at an ever-expanding range of tasks, and when companies have no incentive to maintain a human workforce beyond the bare minimum required to operate their automated systems? We're about to find out, and for the 627 workers who will lose their jobs today, tomorrow, and every day after that, the future is already here. At Machine Minds, your opinion matters to us, so please feel free to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments section below.